Good afternoon and welcome to the preview for Derby Day, Flemington. There's a couple of jackpots. There's a jackpot in the pick four on the Derby. There's also a jackpot in the quaddie. We'll be playing both. There's also one or two other races may consider from a pick four point of view. We start in race one. Not much of a race. It's a non-betting race from our point of view. Huckleback will probably come straight across and lead. It'll be favourite and be hard to beat. Equator, Saintly Lad and Best Case look the best of the rest. Doesn't appear to be any great depth in this race, and as I said, certainly no interest from a betting proposition from our side. We go to race two. It's Group 2, the Wakeful. May's Dream gives every indication that this is what it's looking for, 2,000 metres. Wouldn't want to be taken 6-4 about it, coming from the back of the field, but I suppose it's got a little bit of upside. Arabian Gold was strong last start. Wouldn't need to improve much on that. Melaleuca. Now this was an interesting run last start. Came running home strong on the wrong part of the track. Rides it a bit better. Preble's gone onto it. It's got a chance. Best of the rest, probably Wordplay, Gypsy, Diamond, Star Fashion. And I give Every Faith a little chance. It's not really a betting race for us. 3-year-old fillies over ground. I think we'll wait for better races than this. But I got 3 on top from 2, 10, 5, 1, 6 and 8. We go to the last qualifying race for the Melbourne Cup. Bunch of eels. Wouldn't matter what wins this. They've got no hope in the Cup. The only one would be Kaleni because it's run fourth last year. The rest of them are wasting their time. Araldo beat Sea Moon on protest. Sea Moon came out and bolted in after that. That probably makes it favourite. It'll be hard to beat. Not a lot of depth there. Garud, Kaleni. Russello was an interesting run first start. Bash Straight, Einstein. Ethiopia, I don't think it's just his strange preparation he's given this. I don't think the horse is going any good. It would be a massive turnaround if it was to get up and win. It'll be a price naturally based on its last 3 runs. I think probably the value is probably around Kaleni. It was a good run last start. This is a hell of a lot weaker, obviously. And it's 7 or 8 to 1. It's probably slightly over the odds. Araldo next best, Bash Straight, Einstein, Garud and Russello. Race 4, Zoo Stars coming down the straight for the first time. If it handles it, it'll win. It's too short to consider as a betting proposition. Don't want to be, even money. You probably should be odds on. It's run good time. I think as long as it goes okay down the straight, it'll win. Missy Longstocking. Now this was very, very impressive winning, and it's probably the only danger to this, and the market probably indicates that. I think they're the only 2 in single figures. It's a race that you'd never bet in, but it might be an interesting one from a spectacle point of view. 1 to beat, 9 and 8, chances to 5, 7 and 11. We go to race 5, the McKinnon. Not much of a race this. It's not like the old days when they used the McKinnon as a lead up to the Melbourne Cup. Nobody goes there anymore, very rarely. So basically you're looking for horses that are probably not going to run in the Cup. This is their grand final. Pack Owl, it'll be hard to beat in this. Solzhenitsyn, not sure about 2,000 for it. I think it's a better miler. Jetaway was massive in the Caulfield Cup. It could win this, but I reckon if he'd just given it a hit out, a pipe opener. Of the rest, maybe Side Glance and Moriarty. But it's again, 9 runners, not a race we'd ever get interested in. We start race 6. This is the jackpot of the pick 4 in the first leg of the quaddie. I think I found one here that's probably, in my opinion, is well and truly over the odds at 25 to 1. Pinstripe Lane. This was a good run last start. He dragged it back and he rode it up mid-race. Looked flat coming to the turn and then it picked the bit up again and started coming late. Looks an ideal 2,500 metre horse, this. I've jumped into this on Thursday night, Friday morning at 26 and 21. I think that's over the odds. It's got a terrific chance in a race like this. Polanski's probably going to lead. Not sure it'll run the 2,500 out. Like always, this race is always murder because you just don't know which one's going to run the 25. They go 2,000 and then 25. Complacent, Criterion and Savvy Nature all come with reasonable Sydney form, and that seems to have the wood on the Melbourne form, so they must go in. And then probably the 7 and the 6. There's probably 7 winning chances in the race. The rest shouldn't have much hope. But as always in this type of race, there's always one crab that'll run 3rd or 4th. So we'll be looking at that in more depth later from a pick 4 point of view. We go to race 7. Red Tracer on weights. They shouldn't get within a bull's roar of this. If this was a handicap rather than a set weights, this would be giving the next best horse in the race 7 or 8 kilos. It should win. The only thing that can beat it is the barrier. A mile is always a little bit suspect with this horse, but it's only ever raced at a mile against quality opposition. This is not quality opposition here. As I say, level weights, it should win. Not a lot of dangers for me. I think Fire Up Fifi, Shani, Rise, Zonza and Floria are probably, and maybe Catkins, but it got the suck run all the way along the fence last start, so I'm not sure it'll get that again. From barrier 11, he's going to have to drag it back to last. If it doesn't get the run, it can't win. I think we probably bank Red Tracer on the main go and then take another 2 or 3 or even 4 on the second go. But one Red Tracer, it's no value from a betting proposition, but should win from 4, 14, 11 and 2. We go to race 8. Good race this. There's a bit of value in this race. Probably play the pick 4 here. I think Hot Schnitzel is an interesting one for me. I've jumped on this at $51. It was second up last time. It was a good run. It's gone down the straight in a better race than this and run 4th. Barrier 10, well, he's probably going to come down the cusp, but that's okay. It's got a good chance. Shamel Wind, it's been impressive. It's all 3 runs back. It's obviously a danger. Albrecht and Lonspresso. Now, this was very, very unlucky first up. He found all sorts of trouble over the last 300 and went to the line under a grip. It's got a chance, as has Fontalina. So, pretty tough race. 11 on top from 2, 8, 14 and 4. And the last race, I think the favourites are riskier. River de Largo. Don't want to be on it. Don't like Launay, so that's 2 of the favourites I'm not keen on. And Galar, I think it's a goat, so not really keen on it either. So there's a bit of value from a quaddie point of view to go a little bit skinny in the last, risk the 3 favourites, or risk 3 of the first 4 in the betting, and go British General, the main go, with Strike the Stars and Eximus. Now, this was a good run first up, Eximus. I've backed this at 15 to 1. I think this is big overs. It loomed up coming to the corner first up, found a bit of traffic, got shuffled back and then was coming home very nicely late. Now it's had 4 goes on good ground, never run a place. It looks a wet tracker, but it hasn't finished that far away. 5 starts at the distance for 2 wins, unbeaten at the track. It's over the odds at 15 to 1. So we'll probably close the quaddie quite light with 3 runners. And happy, as I say, happy to risk River de Largo, Launay and Galar. Not much else anywhere else. New Zealand's a little bit on the weak side. Rosehill's a fairly ordinary meeting. Don't like anything there. Ascot, not a bad meeting there. The main race, good race to sprint. Platinum Rocker, Luke's Luck, and Moonlight Bay might be over the odds. It'll improve on the first up run. Outside of that, as I say, don't really like too much. Although going to Albertini in the last, number 6, Brackenwood. This will improve on the better track. Just got bogged down on the heavy, never handled it at all. I think it's got a chance. Dangers will be 19 Crixus, 18 North and South, 13 A to Z, and don't dismiss Cool Moon. This was a big run last start, found all sorts of trouble, didn't know where to go with it. He just sat on it and he closed nicely late when the race was over. But if I was trying to, I'd say 6 save on 2, 6 Brackenwood main go, save on 2 Cool Moon. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I've had a preliminary look at Sunday. Now, they ran 11 trials last week, and in the 11 trials there were about 50 unraced runners. Never seen it before. Never seen so many unraced horses in Hong Kong at one time. Unfortunately, I've had a look at the TT on Sunday, and they put unraced in the middle, in the middle leg. So we're out of everything on Sunday from a jackpot point of view. It looks very difficult. Did identify one in the last. I think it's got a good chance on the all-weather track. It's a mixed meeting. Next Wednesday, there's a jackpot again at Happy Valley. It didn't all go off the other night, so there's a carryover there. But we will be having a closer look at that tomorrow afternoon. Thanks for tuning in, and good luck on the weekend. Just a footnote on the email that I sent out. Almost overwhelmingly in favour of kicking on and trying to kick a goal. So that's what we will do. We will map out a strategy to continue on through November and December, probably culminating on New Year's Day with the big racing all around Australia and New Zealand and in Hong Kong. And then hopefully we'll be a fair way in front and pay everybody a dividend, and then we'll worry about the autumn when it comes around. Thanks for joining in. For those that emailed me to tell me that they wanted to continue, thanks very much. And for those that didn't email, as I said in the email, I've taken that as a go-ahead to attack and keep going. So that's what we will be doing. The spring attack will continue until the close of the meetings on the 1st of January 2014. Thanks very much, guys. Good luck on the weekend to everybody. And hopefully we're going to turn the corner and start kicking a few goals.